growling? My stomach is really growling. Wink, 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 wink. Refrigeration. Danger. Whoa. Seriously. Nice door on the side. Super. Super duper. I have a long butt video. Oh, noisy guy. Ain't that noisy. Not obnoxious. Just havoc, havoc, havoc. New concrete expansion joint, which is white. I never saw that before. A kid actually taught me about expansion joints. Never ate there. A kid about 10, probably 11 years old, maybe 12. Seth was his name. And he taught me about expansion joints, because what happened with him is when he'd get home from school, his mommy would go to work. So his mommy would drop him off at Grandmama's house, okay? And what Grandmama would do, because Seth was really a unique mind, some called him a sponge. His mommy, his grandmama, look at this strange light. It looks like it's red and green at the same time. His grandmama would give him encyclopedias, and that was before the internet. I'm gonna get killed on my day off. And he would read encyclopedias. So he would learn all this new junk, and he really didn't have too many friends his age. So, unique kid. So he'd like to tell me about stuff like elevators and how they work, and expansion joints and concrete. So when the weather changes and these things expand and contrast, they have little gaps between them so they don't crack like that. I still feel like this thing is zoomed in. I don't know why it looks like this. Maybe it's just me. I think it's just me. Bicycle guy. Policeman, I think. It's nice to not be wanted by the police. You can stroll around, and if a policeman comes around, you don't feel nervous or feel, ooh, spotty. Pressure treated. Those are oil treated as poles. The newer ones are treated with some kind of cancer-causing chemical to preserve them. Phlegmy, like this one. This one looks natural. That's why it's got all that cracking in it. It doesn't look preserved with anything. The previous pole was treated with oils that are like the railroad ties, really saturated with some oils to preserve it. These lights actually change colors. I've seen them when they're circulating. Maybe it'll happen right before our eyes. We've taken a little detour on our normal journey. I'm trying to burn off some sugar wu. I knew, even though the rice I ate was brown rice, put the cheese in there, and the chicken was plain. I just know, because I ate so much, that do not let the nursing home people escape. Monitor them at all times. I know I have to walk it off. And I don't feel like my body's telling me, hey, bud, don't beat me up tonight. I need a break. But I say, I say somebody making a bad turn in a Cadillac Trail. You learn to live when you learn to walk. What was I saying, Sonny? Seashell sells seashells by the seashore. There's a club over here, and this guy's only open seasonally. It's right on the water. Oh, he's got to be praying that they let people go out and dance and party and do that thing. I can just see it already. This summer's gonna be filled with people's dopey masks, K-S, masks on, masks. But this guy's place is over the top. Doing a drive-by, probably trying to impress the ladies. Hey lady, how you doing? I'm doing wonderful. Lovely. You can see how cool my place is. Maybe an alarm went off. Sound alarm. Do a little drive-by, make sure everything's cool. Wait a second. Those palm trees come back to life? No freaking way. No, they gotta be new. If they come back to life, then I'm excited. I'm happy for them because I always feel like they just buy them and they die in the winter and they just get new ones. I hope that's not the case. It looks like, I mean, they gotta be very expensive. Kind of a gassy smell around here. Not human gas, you know what I'm saying? Natural gas. They put a scent in the gas so that humans can detect it. Because natural gas is, odorless. But they put these doohickeys, huh? Remember, they built these up because of flood. Because of the big bad flood that came. Somebody's dog is chirping. See? Look at that, huh? Photo op. La 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 la. Ooh, sing. Oh, that's a good picture too. It's funny. Like a joke, funny, haha. Ooh, that's beautiful. Oops. See, somebody could be in that car with 3 guys with machetes, baseball bats, and they just feel like getting somebody for no particular reason. You just happen to be walking alone along the railroad tracks in the dark. And by the way, I can see much better than the camera is showing. Looks kind of cool though. Looks like there could be a glorious city over there or something. But it's just a railroad station. Even that looks really cool. But they weren't killers. Thank you. And the difference of us just walking back here, and if we had a can of spray paint and we were writing our names on the walls, how much different would the world feel? Everything would be different. Hyper. Your senses would be all hyped up. You'd be looking around. Anybody's looking. See, when you put out that vibe, it gets picked up on. The cat and mouse game begins. And it's like the police officers that just roaming around on duty, they can feel it. They sense it. It's their job. They've been around enough to know. They can feel it. The green said to me how peculiar it would be if I put myself upon you. Now I've seen blue men before. I've been blue myself once or twice. I've even had yellow eyes. I've been red several times. I've been red. But I think green only comes once in a lifetime. So green, oh so green, oh so green. Although I've been partially green, oh so green. I've been so green, but just partially. Where's my piano player? Ding. Do-do-do-do-do-dee-dee-dee. I always wonder, why is there a big hump here? The hump. I guess I didn't always. Oh, look at that. There's no reason for that. You only gotta walk over here about 30 feet. Some fool. I will cut the fence tonight. Imagine if that's like, if you know, like some people have crazy problems that they can't help, you know? Imagine if that yours was cutting fences. Like, I see a fence. I need to cut it. I need to cut the fence. I need to cut the fence. I'm telling you, this thing's zoomed in a little somehow. It's not my regular view. Look at that. You know what I want? My head looks so big like this. So, no, I can't even do it. I need my stick so I can say, because this is just not the greatest angle for a handsome devil like myself. Anyway, this is when people think I'm walking around smiling. But I really have to lift my cheeks up so I can breathe. Yaka yaka. Back to the road. You don't want to be looking at me. Or do you? That noise disturbs me. You're annoying. I think I'm going to end with that. Nice annoying noise. Yeah, that might do it. But this does not annoy me. It's very pretty. Remember? Light, shadow. I don't have the keys to my car, but I do have the keys to my truck. And I shall go for a ride and see if I'm fooling myself. And see if I'm fooling myself. To see if I'm fooling myself. La 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 la. To see if I'm fooling myself. Fa la 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 la. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. I come up with an idea. I could play my video as we draw and get inspiration through our video. I can put it on the projector and have it on us. Oh yes, another idea that I'll never do, because I do these things. I don't know why. much anymore. And I try not to lie to myself. But then my life is very plain. Now, this is so beautiful, right? But one of the funny things about certain establishments, oof, oh my, is that beauty is coupled with some of the hardest times of people's lives. That's a funeral home. And I know you can't spell funeral without F-U-N. Yeah, I stole that. Anyway, on that corny note, I'm getting in my truck. I think we get some bagels, I think. And hopefully not any poison, but I think that's the true underlying factor. Good day. Creep factor 5.